There is a unique magic in how anime tells a love story, the way it builds longing until your heart can't take it anymore. These shows don't just tell a story, they make you live every heartbeat. I've gathered 10 romance anime that define what it means to truly connect. These are the tales that will stay with you, glowing softly in your memory. An ordinary middle school girl, painfully shy and nursing a quiet crush she daren't confess, Inari Fushimi experiences a small act of kindness that changes everything. After rescuing a fox pup from a river, the shrine's fox goddess, Uka no Matama no Kami, grants her divine power to transform into anyone by chanting Inari Kan Kan. Thrilled by her newfound abilities, Inari experiments recklessly, unaware that each change ripples through both the human and divine worlds. At first, Inari hopes this magical ability will give her courage to win over her classmate Kuji Tambabashi, but she soon finds that changing her appearance creates chaos rather than confidence. With the mischievous fox spirit Kan at her side, and a newly opened door into the realm of gods, she stumbles into otherworldly mishaps, laughter and unexpected lessons about courage and compassion. Through school and friendships, Inari grows, discovering true connection and the power of being herself. A forgotten promise, a tiny pendant, and a key that no longer has a matching face. This is all Ichijo remembers from the girl he once vowed to cherish. Years later, that memory still guides him, a faint hope hidden beneath school life and the shadow of his Yakuza upbringing. Everything unravels the moment he crosses paths with Kurosaki, headstrong and impossible to get along with. Their worlds collide with the force of a storm, as if fate itself is determined to drag them together. Their first encounters are nothing but arguments and bruised tempers, yet both are forced into a fake relationship to keep their feuding families from tearing the town apart. As Ichijo plays the role of dutiful boyfriend, his heart drifts toward the gentle Onodera, whose shy smile mirrors the warmth of his childhood memory. But mysteries deepen when more girls appear, each holding a key that may unlock his treasured locket, each one a possible link to the promise he's been clinging to for years. Determined to start fresh, Chika begins her high school life and joins the school's wind ensemble, only to find it struggling with barely enough members to survive. Her childhood friend Haruta brings calm logic and a sharp eye to contrast Chika's impulsive energy. They take on the task of reviving the club, recruiting new members and building chemistry, while facing personal insecurities, rivalries, and mysterious events in the music classroom. Missing instruments, strange occurrences, and hidden secrets that push Haruta's detective instincts and Chika's intuition into action. Through auditions, intense rehearsals, and small triumphs, the group embraces the value of teamwork and trust. Chika discovers her strengths beyond appearances, while Haruta realizes the importance of friendship and emotional connection. Each concert, each note played, becomes a step towards saving the ensemble and strengthening bonds that had been forgotten. Once upon a trembling winter morning, a shy high school girl named Uka, scarred from bullying and nicknamed Stone for freezing around everyone, walks into a new school, hoping to rewrite her lonely story. That's when she bumps into Kai, a charismatic classmate whose lemon blonde hair and bright spirit remind her of Soda, sparkling, unexpected, and full of life. At Hakimitsu High, Uka resolves to shed her invisible cloak and make friends. Quiet days pass, until an accidental spill of juice forces Kai and Uka into an awkward, yet fateful conversation. That single moment cracks the wall Uka built around herself. Kai's gentle kindness and refreshing confidence become a lifeline, giving her courage to try again. Slowly, Uka begins to reach out, a tentative greeting here, a timid smile there, until she finds herself laughing beside new friends like Ayumi. Amid shared secrets and gentle days, Uka realizes she is falling in love. Imagine a world where the happiest days of your youth feel like the biggest lie you've ever been told. That's where my youth romantic comedy is wrong, As I Expected begins. At Sobu High, Hachiman Hikigaya wanders the corridors with blunt honesty and a weary heart, convinced that friendships and teenage smiles are elaborate illusions spun by fools. When a biting essay about social relationships lands him in trouble, his teacher consigns him to the Volunteer Service Club, a tiny refuge for solving others' problems. Every task pushes Hachiman to confront not only the struggles of his classmates, but also the contradictions within his own heart. He realizes that solving problems can often hurt as much as it helps, and every choice carries consequences he cannot ignore. There he meets the sharp-tongued and impossibly poised Yukino Shida, whose beauty and brilliance mask her own lonely struggle, and the cheerful yet complicated Yui Yugahama, whose kindness hides deeper questions. Once upon a dusty evening in the castle town of Daya, a young orphan named Nina scrapes by on the streets, doing whatever she must to stay alive, nothing more than a shadow in a harsh world. Her life turns upside down when Prince Azure notices her piercing deep blue eyes, uncannily similar to those of Princess Alicia, the princess priestess who recently passed away. In a desperate gamble to protect the fragile peace between kingdoms, Azure decrees that Nina must take Alicia's place, stepping into the role of princess, adopting her identity, and becoming the bride promised in a political marriage, a challenge she accepts with no home and no hope. Suddenly, she is thrust into opulent halls and gilded dresses, forced to master royal manners, hidden secrets, and the treacherous currents of court intrigue. But within those halls, under Azure's watchful guidance, she senses something unexpected: kindness and warmth, perhaps even trust being extended to her. Imagine being given a second chance at your youth. Arata Kaizaki is 27, stuck in a dead-end life, weighed down by regrets, until one night a mysterious man offers him a second chance, a pill that transforms him into a 17-year-old and sends him back to high school. Back in the classroom, older in mind but younger in body, Arata quickly realizes that teenage life is not as simple as it seems. Life in the classroom pushes him in ways he never expected. In moments of quiet reflection, he starts to see how far he has drifted from the hopeful person he once wanted to be. He struggles to balance the memories of his adult self with the reality of being a student again. Each day brings small moments and experiences that test his patience and courage. As he navigates awkward friendships and hidden struggles, he meets classmates each carrying their own dreams and insecurities. Quiet moments of joy slowly ease the heaviness of his adult life. In the end, Arata discovers that youth lives in the choices we make. In a world stripped of color, not just in sight, but in emotion and wonder, Hitomi Tsukishiro, a 17-year-old descendant of a family of witches, drifts through life muted and detached after losing those she treasured. However, a spell cast by her grandmother sends her back to 2018 to confront the past and rediscover what it means to truly see. Thrown into a vibrant world, Hitomi meets her grandmother as a spirited teenager and joins a group of classmates in the Magic Photography Arts Club. There, the art of capturing moments becomes a mirror to her own faded emotions. She struggles to blend in, feeling the weight of years she cannot reclaim. Yet the small joys of friendship and shared laughter begin to spark something she thought lost. These sparks begin awakening colors long hidden within her heart. Initially withdrawn due to her monochrome perception, Hitomi slowly lets go of the past as laughter, friendship, and creative expression infuse her life, bringing hues she once thought lost forever. In a realm where saints stand between humanity and creeping darkness, Philia Adenauer shone brighter than any star, celebrated as the greatest saint of her kingdom. Her purity and power were unmatched, until even those closest to her deemed her perfection unbearable. Her fiancé, unable to live beside someone so flawlessly composed, cast her aside and sold her to a neighboring kingdom desperate for a saint. Alone and betrayed, Philia stepped into a foreign land with nothing but her faith and her sacred gift. Yet beneath her calm resolve lies a quiet ache, a wound left by the world she once vowed to protect. Here, amid distrust and hardship, she raised protective barriers against monsters, cured the suffering, and restored hope to frightened souls. Each life she healed, each nightmare she banished, transformed her from discarded saint to indispensable savior, a light for people who had all but forgotten what salvation looked like. A careless tumble down a staircase turns an ordinary school day into something extraordinary. This reveals a secret that defies belief. A single kiss can swap bodies and awaken powers beyond imagination. In the midst of chaos and whispered rumors, the school's 7 witches, each with unique abilities, begin to surface and alter the usual rhythm of Suzaku High. Yamada discovers this bizarre phenomenon firsthand when he experiences a sudden body swap with the top-achieving girl Shiraishi. Confounded but curious, he is drawn into the Supernatural Studies Club, tasked with uncovering the identities and powers of the witches. As he and Shiraishi chase down each witch's power, from mind manipulation to memory magic, they are swept into comedy and unexpected friendships, uncovering secrets hidden in every corner of their school. Between body swaps, whispered legends, and the strange force of supernatural connection, meaningless school days become a surreal journey of discovery and danger.